Nigel Farage called for an end to the Electoral Commission in his rant. The leading Brexiteer detailed co-founder of Leave EU, Aaron Banks, had his name dragged through the dirt but was never proved to be dishonest. A joint statement read, "The Electoral Commission, its chief executive Mr. Robert Posner, Mr. Aaron Banks and Ms. Elizabeth Bilney wish to announce that they have agreed amicable terms of settlement of a complaint raised by Mr. Banks and Ms. Bilney over the Electoral Commission's announcement on 1 November 2018 of its referral of Mr. Banks and Ms. Bilney to the National Crime Agency for further investigation over possible electoral offences in connection with the UK's 2016 EU membership referendum." Speaking on his LBC show, Mr. Farage said, "A victory in the High Court for Aaron Banks and Leave EU against the Electoral Commission. Bear in mind that this referendum took place on June 23, 2016. Because Mr. Banks was a big backer of mine and a very major supporter of the Leave campaign has been subjected to endless investigations by the Electoral Commission. He's been referred to the National Crime Agency. He's been accused of being corrupt, being paid by the Russians in parliament and through the media. It's unbelievable." Mr. Farage added, "He not only wins but there was not a single thing that the Electoral Commission had said he had done dishonestly that could be proved in any way at all. It is shocking the way the establishment behaved in the wake of the Brexit result. They did everything they could to rubbish anyone who had been prominent in that Leave campaign. I have to say this Electoral Commission has done nothing but oversee a rise in postal voting fraud. It's gone after anyone who challenges the status quo and it's not fit for purpose. The Prime Minister has been briefed on the general issues since his return to work this week following his brush with coronavirus, negotiators have confirmed. A source predicted that Boris Johnson would need to get more involved in time for the crunch meetings in June, when agreements on fisheries and financial arrangements are due to be made. The PM has regularly ruled out extending the trade talks into 2021, despite the coronavirus outbreak putting most of Europe under lockdown. The source said, "The PM needs to get involved when we are settling or dealing with the most sensitive political aspects of this negotiation and we are probably not quite at that point yet." In the run-up to that meeting in June, I imagine he would want to be involved in setting the context for that. His team reiterated that it is natural and inevitable that they would plan to exit the transition period without a deal should progress not be made in the coming months.